The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives.
Tonight on UCentral, we are midway through homecoming week Broncos. What festivities are left in store? A brand new series about the Kennedy family is underway. Chelsea Rios will have your social media news. The Thunder had a marathon game last night. If you didn't stay up to watch it, Phil Rodriguez will have your sports update. Will this weekend be a rainy one? Sam Fraley will have your look at weather later in the show.
Live from Central Oklahoma, this is UCentral News.
Hello, Bronco Nation. I'm Luke Underwood.
And I'm Valerie Scott. Welcome to this edition of UCentral News.
Supplemental Nutrition Assistant Program, or SNAP benefits, will be suspended beginning November 1st, 2025. Currently, more than 675,000 Oklahomans rely on SNAP benefits to supplement their family's monthly food purchases. The federal government shutdown began on October 1st, 2025, after Congress failed to reach a budget agreement for the 2026 fiscal year. This suspension will continue until the federal government reaches a budget resolution. OKDHS offers the following tips for Oklahoma SNAP households during the program suspension. SNAP households can currently continue using existing funds on EBT cards until October 31st, 2025. The ability to use existing funds after October 31st remains unclear. OKDHS urges households to plan ahead and carefully budget. SNAP households are encouraged to protect their existing funds from fraud by locking their EBT cards when not in use. EBT benefits that are electronically stolen will not be refunded.
Homecoming week is going strong and campus is full of Bronco pride. Homecoming festivities today started at 11 a.m. at Bronco Lake with saddles and stuffing. Students, faculty, and staff got to make their own stuffed Broncos. Plushie makers were even given mini UCO t-shirts to put on their Bronco stuffy. Later in the day, it was game time with Cho's Trivia, a fast-paced game that puts Bronco knowledge to the test. And tonight, stop by for Broncos After Dark, a glow party from 6 to 9 p.m. in the ballroom as well. Come out, get ready for boots, beats, and bright lights. Tomorrow, homecoming fun continues at 11 a.m. near the Bronco Lake with paint and plant. Broncos can decorate their own terracotta pot and take home a little succulent.
I was very happy that I got to make my own stuffed animal today. I named it Butter, and I'm going to be at the glow thing tonight, so I'm very excited for that.
I was also pretty happy that I got to make my own little Bronco, and I thought it was pretty cool. The weather was pretty nice, and Sam will have our look at weather.
Thanks, Valerie. Well, it is still looking pretty warm despite it being fall, about 78 degrees outside and sunny. We do have some 12-mile-an-hour winds from the northeast, so those are going to be making it feel a little cooler down here at 73 degrees. Not too much humidity today, only about 30%, excuse me. Looking ahead, we had a chilly morning this morning down in the 50s, and then it warmed up, as I said, to the 70s. We've got some rain this weekend, and along with that, we have some potential storms ahead on Friday and Saturday. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. And continuing on the topic of weather, a weather and climate disaster database the Trump administration retired in May has been given a new life by a nonprofit. The database tracks extreme weather disasters that cause $1 billion or more in damage to property and other infrastructures. With its first update at its new site, the database shows $101 billion in losses. The first 6 months of 2025 have been the most expensive first months of any year since 1980. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration used to host the database. Its administrator, Adam Smith, took early retirement this year as part of Trump's administration's push to strengthen the federal bureaucracy. The decision to discontinue the database was partially due to his departure. But the climate research nonprofit UCentral has since hired him to rebuild and host a database there.
A Chicago teen fighting terminal cancer is now fighting for her father's freedom. He was detained by ICE officers over the weekend in a Home Depot parking lot. Sarah Machi has the story.
I am the 16-year-old daughter of immigrants.
A YouTube video from Ofelia Torres outlines her battle with rhabdomyosarcoma, its effect on her family.
My dad, Ruben Torres, has been the main parent who watches my brother while I stayed at the hospital.
And how a short weekend trip home after a month at the hospital for cancer treatment would be upended.
As of right now, we do not have any information on what happened while he was detained.
She says it was in this Niles Home Depot parking lot Saturday that her father was taken into custody by immigration officers.
My dad, like many other fathers, is a hardworking person.
We wait days to be able to speak to clients at the other detention facilities.
The family's attorney, Kalman Resnick, tells me they have filed for 40-year-old Torres's release, arguing the Mexican national, who has been in the country since March 2003, faces the prospect of months or even years in immigration custody, separated from his community and family, including his terminally ill daughter, who may die in the interim. He also tells us 16-year-old Ophelia returned to Lurie Children's Hospital Sunday, but her condition prevented them from resuming treatment, a situation that now has the attention of city leaders.
Release Mr. Torres on humanitarian grounds.
We need to make sure at the very least we're honoring some level of what we say our values are.
As well as the attention of federal officials.
Please let us recognize the family.
Ophelia and her mother, a DACA recipient, joining U.S. Representative Mike Quigley at a Know Your Rights event Monday, where he said he's working with Senators Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth for her father's release.
Lawmakers, including Illinois State Representative Will Guzzardi, are calling for Torres's release, describing him as a tax-paying Chicagoan whose record includes nothing worse than a traffic ticket. The family's attorney says Torres is set to appear before a judge Thursday. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe organized by Ophelia's teacher has raised more than $50,000 so far for their legal battle.
California Governor Gavin Newsom will deploy the California National Guard to help support food banks. His office made the announcement on Wednesday. It comes amid food benefit delays during the federal government shutdown. The governor's office made it clear that the National Guard will not be acting as law enforcement. The 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Pasadena is set to hear arguments Wednesday related to President Trump's own deployment of National Guard troops to Los Angeles.
For once this semester, I am happy that the weather is looking good right now. I'm really enjoying it.
I am too. It started off a little bit chilly in the morning and then it cools down later in the day, and so I'm pretty happy about that. After the break, Sam Fraser will have your full look at weather.
We move to meet our students where they are and get them where they want to go. Over time, thousands of students have made the move to UCO. They come to pursue their passions and find their calling, to improve their lives, families, and communities. UCO moves and motivates students in and out of the classroom. Here, potential takes flight. Our students' curiosity ignites a spark that fuels transformation. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the university that hasn't stopped moving since 1890. In fact, we are gaining momentum. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Hey guys, we're going to take a look at the current conditions in Edmond today. Our very warm fall continues. If I had a button on here to make the temperature go down, I would press it, but I don't, so I can't. 78 degrees currently. We've got some northeastern winds at 12 miles an hour. And the winds are going to make it feel a little bit cooler outside. 73 degrees is the real feel. And the humidity is not too bad today, only 30%. We had a chilly morning this morning, only about 55 degrees or so. There is going to be some rain upcoming this weekend, and along with that, there are going to be some potential storms, so be sure to look out for those. The current conditions across the state, as you can see, we have high 70s most everywhere. Enid and Altus are going to be in the very low 80s, and sunny conditions everywhere except here in Lawton right now, where we've got some cloud cover, but that should go away later today. Tonight, it's going to get down to about 61 degrees. There is going to be some cloud cover as the day goes on. Very light winds, only 6 miles an hour in the southwest. Humidity is going to go up a little bit to 45%, and no rain tonight, but there should be some later in the week. 61 here in the metro, as I said. We're seeing low 60s across most of the southwestern part of the state, and then as we get north, we're seeing some high 50s, and then we're going to see low 50s here, and then even into 49 up here in Miami. So it should get a little bit chilly tonight. Tomorrow's highs is going to be even warmer in the central part of the state, 79 there, and then we're even seeing 80s in a couple parts, but still remaining decently cool up here in Guyman and the Panhandle, only about 67 degrees. Tomorrow morning, before the sun comes up, it'll be about 52 degrees, and then we will get to around 72 with some partly cloudy conditions. And then those clouds will stay into the evening, about 72 degrees, and then the sun will go down a little bit before that. So as I said this week, we are going to have some thunderstorms Monday and Tuesday. And then we're even going to have some on Friday as well. We've got a 95% chance of that, and then 90% chance of rain on Saturday. Those could be interfering with some of the homecoming activities. And then only a 40% chance and a 45% chance of thunderstorms on Monday and Tuesday. Tomorrow the high will be 79, and then because of those thunderstorms and rain, we're going to be seeing mid to high 60s throughout the rest of the week, and then 58 here on Wednesday, but don't get too excited because it will warm up again. Guys, are we worried about these thunderstorms?
Absolutely. I mean, Friday night, I'm supposed to be on the football field for Yale, so I really don't want it to be raining or thunderstorming, man. How about you, Sam?
Me neither. Well, I've got a little bit of a joke for you today. Why wasn't the lightning bolt at the storm?
I'll bite. Why?
Because he was on strike.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
I, for one, am actually looking forward to the thunderstorms. My fall garden will appreciate it. Sam, thank you for that full look at weather. Coming up, what's new in the Netflix series? What new Netflix series is in the works?
And what band is getting back on the road to tour? Chelsea Rios has your social media update after the break.
It's time to explore, to come out and play. Our city is waiting, so what do you say? Whether daytime or nighttime, the right time is now. Finding those moments to make you go wow. Amazing new places to fit every mood. Shopping and dining. Did we mention the food? There are green parks and ballparks and water parks too. Museums, attractions, and also a zoo. The modern frontier is the friendliest place. Now is the time for your dreams to be chased.
It's the Roadway Replay.
Time for the lightning round, Brian. Let's rewind your drive to work. How far did your car travel while you checked your phone? 20 feet, 100 feet, the length of a football field?
100 feet.
Oh, sorry, Brian. In just 3 seconds on the highway, your car traveled the length of a football field.
Distracted driving? It's no game.
Hello Broncos, I'm Chelsea Rios and this is your social media update. Florida officials have now launched a criminal investigation into Roblox. Roblox is a popular gaming platform amongst children, and Florida is now accusing the company of failing to protect children from inappropriate content and online predators. Investigators say predators have used the gaming platform's currency to manipulate minors into sharing explicit images. Roblox denies the accusations and said it's a misunderstanding of how the platform works. The company shared that they ban image sharing and filters personal information. They said they are rolling out on age estimation technology to better protect its users. HBO Max is now raising prices for all plans. HBO Max Basic with ads is going up by $1 a month or $10 for an annual subscription. HBO Standard is going up by $1.50 a month or $15 more per year. And HBO Max Premium will have an increase of $2 more per month and $20 more per year. These prices are now effective for new customers, while existing monthly subscribers will get notified 30 days ahead of plan renewals. Current yearly subscribers won't have to pay more until their renewal dates. They will also get a 30-day advance notice. And moving on to Netflix, they just announced a new drama series titled Kennedy. The new series is based off the book JFK Coming of Age in the American Century, 1917 through 1956. The show will tell the story of the triumphs and tragedies of the Kennedy family. Netflix said the series will take place decades before the Kennedy family occupied the White House, with season 1 taking place in 1930s to showcase the start of Joe and Rose Kennedy's life with their 9 kids. The series will star actor Michael Fassbender as JFK's father, Joe Kennedy Sr. A release date has not yet been announced. And a legendary rock band announced they will hit the road again next year. Bon Jovi announced its first tour since April 2022. The lead singer John Bon Jovi had a medical procedure to heal vocal cord issues during the group's hiatus. He said he tested them out when he and his band played a private show in June. The upcoming tour only includes 4 dates in the U.S. in New York City's Madison Square Garden next July. There will also be European stops, including London's Wembley Stadium. And a California zoo had a trespasser that went straight to the bear exhibit to meet more of his kind. The Sequoia Park Zoo in Eureka, California is home to many wild animals, including several bears. Officials say a bear snuck into the park and mingled with the enclosed bears through a fence. The officials say the visiting bear was polite, curious, and not aggressive. They suspect the bear skipped the entrance without a ticket by using its tree climbing skills. The bear lingered there for a moment before park workers later opened the gate, and the bear eventually ran off. Luke, do you think this cute and cuddly bear should be arrested for his trespassing crimes?
Absolutely not. I know he did break and enter, but I would find it unbearable to charge him with anything. How about you, Chelsea?
Well, I think that the bear should pay for a ticket and not skip the line. I think everyone has to follow the law, including bears. What about you, Valerie?
I don't know, I can barely blame him for sneaking in there. You know, it's a safe environment, he's got free food. You know, I'd probably want to join the zoo bears too.
Very true.
Now, I know the Thunder kept me up last night past my bedtime.
And which All-Americans are coming back as the top-ranked Bronco wrestling team returns to action next month. Phil Rodriguez has your sports update coming up.
Rugged, rough, built for the road ahead. Sometimes I feel like a shell of a man.
Commercials are fake. What you're feeling isn't. Call or text 988, Oklahoma's mental health lifeline.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
The University of Central Oklahoma grows and thrives. We move forward, daily living the Bronco way, being reflective of our neighborhood, community, history, and Oklahoma. This is what has made us who we are. Oklahoma's Metropolitan University, the third largest university in Oklahoma. This is where movement is. This is the University of Central Oklahoma.
Well, Thunder up and Bronco down. It's the UCentral Sports Report. I'm Phil Rodriguez. Let's hit it. The Oklahoma City Thunder had their much-anticipated home opener last night against the Houston Rockets, opening the season and beginning their defense of the 2024-25 NBA Championship. Kicked things off with a ring ceremony for the players and raising the championship banner at the Paycom Center before we prepared to get down to business against the much-vilified Kevin Durant. If you watch this one, you already know this is a long game, so we pick it up about halfway through the second quarter. Thunder down 39-37. Chet Holmgren takes the ball, steps back, fades a gorgeous three to make it 40-39. Long range is something he's getting better at. But the Thunder lead did not last long. A little over 2 minutes before halftime, and the Rockets go on a run and pad their lead before Ajay Mitchell hits one from outside the arc and picks up the foul while he's at it. So it's a 4-point play, 57-51 at halftime. Moving ahead, 5 minutes left in the third quarter, SGA drives the lane, weaving and bobbing like Muhammad Ali. He was key in this game. Fourth quarter, minute and a half left, Thunder down one. Who comes up clutch again? But Shea knocks it down and make it 102-101. But the Rockets score, take a 104-102 lead. Shea steps up and does it again. Ties the game, takes it to overtime. So we go to first OT now, and no surprises. First OT was SGA all day. Coming up clutch again, this time from three, make it 110-104 Thunder. But of course, Durant and those pesky Rockets just couldn't stay off the scoreboard as Alperen Şengün grabs an Angel Reese-style me-bound here before he puts it back with authority and ties it up at 115 apiece. He was a problem last night. Score holds as we go into overtime number 2, and we start to see some empty seats because at this point it's past everybody's bedtime, especially Valerie's. Şengün takes a feed from Mr. Public Enemy number 1 himself, puts the Rockets up by 1 point, but he won't get the foul and he's upset. Who gets the ball in this pivotal moment, of course, down the court, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander himself perfectly baiting Kevin Durant into fouling out. Fans had booed his every touch and they waved goodbye to KD as OKC star goes to the line for 2. He had struggled, SGA, with free throws to this point, shooting only 8 of 12, but he makes the first one look easy to tie it at 124, and the second one smooth as butter on a hot stack of pancakes. Thunder take home the win, 125-124. Woo! Central Oklahoma men's wrestling team has been picked at number 1 in the preseason NCAA Division II Super Regional 4 poll. Back-to-back national champion senior Gabe Johnson returns to the 157 weight class as the top-ranked wrestler in the division. Johnson was 26-1 last season, on his way to a 3rd straight regional title and 2nd straight national championship. Junior Garrett Wells is ranked 2nd in the 197 weight class, having bulked up after snagging 2 regional titles and being named All-American his last 2 seasons at 184. The Broncos will open up their season on November 2nd in Little Rock, Arkansas, with duels against UA Little Rock and D2 rival Washita Baptist. Well, that's all I got with sports already. Guys, did you enjoy that Thunder game last night? Keep you up late?
It certainly did keep me up late, and naturally, as the Thunder won their finals this year, I was tuned in more than normal. So of course, I am super happy to hear that the Thunder started off the season with a win. What about you, Phil?
Oh, I loved it. It did keep me up past my bedtime, but screamed a few times, woke up the 5-year-old. What are you going to do? Luke, did you watch it?
I was watching it. I got out of yell practice. I immediately went to my dorm room and turned the TV on and was sitting there at the edge of my bed watching it all night. I'm so happy that we won. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, guys.
Coming up, one church is bringing light to their community during a dark time.
And Sam Fraley will have our last look at weather after the break.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Expanding horizons, making room for the new. The modern frontier is ready for you. There's more to discover, more fun to be found. Our city is rising, just look around. Attractions, adventures, excitement and thrills, rooms of beauty and history where knowledge is filled. A convergence of cultures in spectacular places, open skies, open minds, and wide open spaces. The modern frontier awaits you to embrace it.
A church in the Lone Star State has painted its steps with rainbow colors. Oak Lawn United Methodist Church in Dallas says the new look is, quote, not one of defiance, but one of faith. The paint job comes in the aftermath of Governor Greg Abbott's order that called for the removal of decorative crosswalks on roadways. Cities through Texas have a month to comply or face the risk of losing future funding for transportation projects. The rainbow and the rainbow colors have long been seen as a symbol of support for the gay community. There are several rainbow intersections near Oakland Methodist Church. City leaders in Dallas haven't said what they plan to do. I know I am definitely looking forward to that rain this weekend. I know that might be controversial, but Sam will have our last look at weather.
Hey guys, we're going to take one more look at the forecast for tomorrow here. Before the sun comes up in the morning about 7 a.m., it'll be about 52 degrees. And then we'll get some cloud cover later in the day around noon at 72 degrees. And then it'll get a little warmer, and then we'll head back down right to 72 degrees. Those clouds not going anywhere. Sun setting around 6:40. Now, this week, we are going to be seeing some thunderstorms and some rain. We've got a 95% chance of thunderstorms on Friday and then a 90% chance of rain on Saturday. And then Monday and Tuesday, we've got a 40 and 45% chance of thunderstorms. So we should be in for some storms this weekend and even possibly continuing into next week. Tomorrow it'll be upper 70s, 79, and then because of that rain, as I said, we'll be cooling down into the mid 60s and then getting to 58 here on Wednesday. And then we're going to be sticking around in the mid 50s on the low side for the week. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Toys R Us is attempting a comeback ahead of the holiday season. The nostalgic toy retailer has announced it will open more than 30 new stores across the United States. 8 of those will be permanent flagship stores. More than 20 will be temporary seasonal shops. Toys R Us closed more than 700 stores after filing for bankruptcy in 2017 and by 2018. It opened a flagship location in Minnesota's Mall of America in 2023, which remains open. I'm excited that Toys R Us is coming back. I loved it as a child, and if there's one close by, I am going to try and go.
Yep, agreed. As an 03 kid, I remember going there with my mom to pick out some Christmas presents, so I am certainly excited they are coming back. And I'm Valerie Scott.
And I've been Luca Underwood. Continue to have a good day, and this has been UCentral.